What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Dragon Age Inquisition. As always, if you're new here or haven't yet, please do subscribe, leave a like and a comment, and of course, if you want to catch up on the rest of the Let's Play so far, check the description below. I'll have a whole playlist down there in order for everybody. So, today's episode, we're going to catch up on our war table missions, and then we're going to go to the Western Approach, which is going to give us the ability to craft our tower for Skyhold, and also get our specialization, which is the main important part.
Back on the storm coast.
So, deal with a Venatori ally. Al Wolf made it clear that he had no idea what the Venatori intended. He has begun passing them false information on our behalf, and has donated generously to the Inquisition from his own coffers. He seems truly repentant. We have made a valuable ally here. Ambassador Montilier. Like I said, Al Wolf was a good man in Origins. There's no way I was just going to round him up and execute him for that. Stop Albrecht harassing messengers, so let's see how our cousin handled the Inquisition patrols watching our people. Dear Lady Josephine, Lord Albrecht appears to have been mollified for now, or at least he has found something to occupy himself with inside his estate. I believe we may consider this a triumph. Ever yours, Lady Buttlethorn. So he's hiding in his keep now, scared of our patrols. Well, I'm glad that had the desired outcome. The search for the hacker writer. Nightingale. Camring is dead, fully armored, locked in a room in his home, a knife in his back. He knew someone was coming for him. Ironically, the scene was exactly the same as one in the first Hardin Hightown novel. Someone sent a professional after this magistrate. They had to leave a trail. Cooper. So there's a serial killer in Hightown. Escape routes for agents in Crestwood. Gather herbs. We're so close to being done with this side of the war table that I think I'm gonna keep going down this path. And then we can switch over to Olay after. Pursuit through the mountains. Commander, we were able to uncover information on the routes the Red Templars use in the Frostbacks. How shall we proceed? Lieutenant Kestrel. Wait until they make camp. Assassins can eliminate any sentries, allowing our soldiers to strike while the Templars' guard is down. Set up an ambush. We could block their path while archers lie in wait above. Honestly, I think I'll smoke them in their sleep, send Liliana's assassins. Then we can just have our way with the camp when it's all unpacked, right? And go through their records. The script for the Inquisition, we wanted this for Cullen to bolster our forces. Use Grey Warden treaties to conscript some soldiers for us. And then the Truth or Dare, seen be seen. Madame Ambassador, words cannot express my gratitude for your gracious hospitality at Skyhold. After the events at Haven, one can hardly go anywhere in the Empire without hearing the word Inquisition. I shall be glad to have some facts to add to the wild rumors. I am as grieved as you to hear of the vicious slander being spread. Justinia V was the best of us. It pains me to think that others would pollute her legacy in such a manner. I travel to Valforet soon. I shall ensure my cousins know the truth of this matter. Sincerely, Comte Renaud de Maurier. Now that he's been here, we should talk to the nobles he's been seen with, and let them all know. Very okay with that. We'll get cheeky with some of this stuff.
As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
Whatever it is, I'm willing to listen.
Right. Thank you. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of Lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Why are you doing this?
After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
I don't think you are anywhere close to being compromised.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of his decision here to no longer be shackled. He wants a clear mind with nothing tethering him, right? Because he could be manipulated by his lyrium addiction if the Chantry really wanted to. It's a brave thing to drop that, especially dealing with all the stress and everything else going on as the leader of Inquisition's forces, and he's going through lyrium withdrawals during that. Respect the hell
Thank
out
you
of
for
that.
telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
And he asked Cass to watch him. It shows a lot about Cassandra's quality of
need
character,
something?
too. Anything I needed to be
Is
made
there
aware of?
anything I should know?
Repairs to Skyholt's fortifications are progressing. Our scouts report no immediate threats in the surrounding area. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place.
No kidding.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
I guess all the construction isn't supposed to be there currently.
I was hoping we could speak privately.
Are we not?
Right. Of course we are.
Seem a little flustered.
The flirting. With me. I've noticed it. Unless it is my imagination, which is entirely possible.
It is certainly not.
No, it's not your imagination.
You cannot court me if that's your intention. It's impossible.
I could do what I want. I am the Inquisitor.
Why is it impossible exactly?
That should be obvious.
Well, it isn't obvious to me.
You intend to properly court me? You of all people?
Is that what you want?
No.
I don't think she was necessarily telling the truth, though.
I take it back. That is what I want. I want a man who sweeps me off my feet, who gives me flowers and reads me poetry by candlelight. I want the ideal.
What's
You
your
are
favorite
the
flower?
Inquisitor and the Herald of Andraste. You cannot be that man.
Wanna bet?
I can be that man, Cassandra.
The world hinges on our actions. We face death at every turn, Inquisitor.
That doesn't change how I feel.
It changes everything.
The way she said no and stormed out and then came back. Yeah, I initially went to chat to her on my way to the war table because I was wondering if she had any dialogue about Cullen. And then I ended up sinking in the dialogue about the romance we've been starting. Can I just shortcut that? Yes, I can. Beautiful. Let's see if she has any follow-up on any of that, shall we? How's it going, Lady Seeker?
I cannot stop thinking of our earlier discussion. You
And?
don't actually intend to go through with courting me, do you?
I said I would. And I will.
I believe you. Yet,
You don't sound like you believe me.
it wasn't a challenge, my lord. You needn't do it simply because I suggested you could not.
It's very simple. I care for you.
You enjoy making things complicated, don't you?
Gotta add a little bit of spice somewhere, right? Oh, we can ask her about the tranquil cure we learned about in the Seeker book.
I want to talk to you about the cure for tranquility.
It's not a cure. Not truly. Mages who were once tranquil lose all control over their emotions. They become irrational, unable to focus. Perhaps that state eventually passes and they can be helped, but it will take time to investigate.
We would have to trial them, right? I do think they deserve a chance, because tranquility is reprehensible. If I were a mage, I'd rather be flat executed than made tranquil.
There are so many tranquil. They deserve a chance to heal.
I would not want news of a cure to spread until we know for certain we can help these people.
I understand
Once
that.
we have that, however, then I will spread the word myself.
Cassandra is a good woman, and more importantly than that, I suppose, she's a good seeker. I think she'd rebuild the Order to be what it was originally meant to be, right? Like she said, she'll spread the word herself. And Seekers are an arm of the Templars, right? Supposed to watch Mages. Well, she's responsible for both. She has to watch Mages and Templars, and still has the opinion that she holds. Very, very respectable. I actually really like Cassandra as a character. I flip-flop in this game between romancing her and Josephine, but this playthrough just seemed like I would naturally swing more towards Cass. Makes sense for this playthrough, I think. I don't know, I just like the way things were going with her. I like the way the dialogue and the events went. Decide on the fly. Right, investigate the western approach. Commander Cullen, our scouts confirmed the Inquisitor's report. A large force of Grey Wardens has moved into the western approach. We need to establish a foothold out there immediately. Knight Captain Rylan. Knight Captain, huh? So the Templars investigated this for us.
I had no
I
idea
recommend
Lady
immediate
Beverly was
deployment
one
of
the
troops
people.
to secure a position in the
Might have
western
told you before I
approach.
embarrassed myself.
We will take Cassandra, and we'll give Dorian another swing. If it doesn't go the way I would like it to go, then I might slot Vivian back in. With our trials that we placed on, a lot of the enemies of the Inquisition are being immune to taunting now, and with the amount of damage he does with all his debuffs and walking bomb, it's actually causing some problems. And I'm pretty sure, looking back at the footage, that his walking bomb explosions is what made Gat bug out in
Welcome to
the
the Western
Canary
Approach.
quest, so...
We've sighted warden activity to the southwest, but no one's been close enough to figure out what they're doing. Between the sandstorms and the vicious wildlife, we haven't made it far out here. One of my men got too close to a poison hot spring and gave me a slightly delirious report of a high dragon flying overhead. In short, this might just be the worst place in the entire world. Be careful out there.
Perfect place for Grey Wardens to be, I guess.
Well, it's good to know what I'm in for.
Sorry I don't have more for you. We intercepted a Venatori messenger and, persuaded him to give up the orders he was carrying. We have them here.
And
This
give him some
entire place,
Inquisition
it just
hospitality.
feels like something's not right. Be careful.
I thought we would be reading the report. Oh, here it is. Intercepted Venatori message. Octavian, with our allies the Templars redeploying and abandoning their mine in the canyons, we will now focus our efforts on the excavations and the summoning attempts. Go have a word with our White Claw associates. I'll be sending further resources your way. Service. White Claw associates. Interesting.
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
What do we need?
Could prove useful, sir.
So there's Lazarite in this zone then. And we have some new stuff, some Death Root. I will take that. They talked about that in the Fallow Maya, but there wasn't any of the mineral itself in the Fallow. We do have a quarry or a logging stone right by this camp. Hopefully it's a quarry. We need 3 of those to build our Inquisition Tower, and I think we only got 1. The first quarry you can have access to in this game is in the Crestwood area. Of course it's up. That is a logging stand. But we'll take it while we're here. Save us coming back later. Then we gotta try and figure out which way to go first. This map is another one that's quite chunky. And it's also pretty dense with mountains and things too that make it a little bit annoying to navigate. There's actually a lot of branching quest lines in this area. There is a dragon hunting quest line, there's the Venatori, there's the Warden thing, there's a Keepier, and there's the White Claw Hunters, and there's also a Darkspawn infestation later on. So there's a lot of stuff we gotta do. You can see already how dense this area kind of is. First things first. Let's go get that question mark, and we'll deal with the rift. Try to establish something. Some kind of foothold here. It is a pretty place, though. It's an Ocularum. Well, I have been doing these in the background, so... Get it marked on our map, we'll get that rift, and then we'll come back here and do the Ocularum off camera. I did finally make a decision on that. What I'm going to do is, I'll do all the Ocularums off camera, but then when we unlock the island which is the whole point of that quest line, is to get to the island for it. When I unlock that, then I'll keep the island section on camera, and I'll show you guys how to do that, because that place can be very annoying. What level are you? 15? We can handle that. Drop all my aggro. Get cheeky. Of course. Now she pulls the aggro, huh? This door is going to be locked until we're basically finished with this entire zone. Let's gap close this. I want to get my 2 off before the next wave spawns. There we go. Make sure everybody's taunted, make sure they're all busy. And now we'll disrupt. Developed kind of a new strategy for doing this actually. I've decided that I like going in, dropping my caltrops to slow and bleed, and then we back out. Then they're all slowed together so I can hit them with the good stuff. That shade down first if you can. Cassandra is doing a way better job at holding aggro on everything now. That went way smoother. Maybe I don't have to worry about Dorian so much. Maybe it was just a mismatching of her tank abilities. I did mess with her, so maybe I just fixed that. The thing we need for our specialization is Alpha Quillback Spines. Quillbacks are just random spawns out here, and getting the actual drop itself is also, unfortunately, a random
No good.
occurrence.
Let's find
So
another way.
even if we find them, doesn't mean we're going to get what we need. Is this my Venatori friends, or is this the White Claws? White Claws. I'm okay with him going invisible for a second, because I got my caltrops here. Congratulations, you played yourself. You're immune to taunting, aren't you? White Claws might have some loot goodies for us to grab. That was a Fennec, not a White Claw. Yeah, those ladders. There might actually be something up on these ones, since there's a double ladder. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to get distracted by in this area, fair warning. I'm totally probably going to find myself running around like a headless chicken checking all this stuff. I can't help myself. Gotta be something here though, right? For all this fuss. Find out, was I baited? I was indeed baited. Oh, shortcut down the mountain, make that a little bit faster. Scrolled raided node. Caravan of refugees drove off road so we could collect out a view of Imperial soldiers. Half died, but you can pick up the wounded. Ah. So I guess the taking the half-dead refugees for the Venatori for whatever rituals they're doing, or maybe just sending them off to the Red Templar mines. The bulk of Corypheus' army, so he obviously needs to stay stock. Poison Spider. And immediately the first thing he does, Poison Spider. Very cool. Here, another one of those little shits somewhere. Okay, this place right here. We are not going there yet. But we will eventually. Just not yet. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that yet. We will, but I don't want to go in there and deal with the temple yet. Check this cave out instead. Got some lazarite? Yes it is. High tier material. Gimme, gimme, gimme. think my team is fighting Red Templars. Or, sorry, Giant Spiders, not Red Templars. I got distracted by the Red Lyrium though. Cheat with the good stuff. Slow him down with bleed so he can't push too much. Close so they get both in the explosion. And that should be the death of you. Oh, you can kill Red Lyrium chunks with abilities. I wasn't aware of that. Bull's beard. Can I stand on this enough to grab it? Yoink. Yeah, things like this little cave right here. This is exactly what I was talking about plenty of things in this map for me to get distracted in. This is exactly what I meant by that. There are so many little branching paths here that I'm going to get sidetracked in. Note from a Templar, Benedict. Pull up stakes. All plans for the mine and the western approach are off. The Inquisition's on the move and headed your way. Dump all the bodies and relocate to Emprise de Leon, Vernon. We know where they're taking
This
their
was
next.
an atrocity. We will put an end to those responsible.
And we know where they're taking their next batch of prisoners. Emprise de Leon, taking it to Ole. Which you would think would make it the Empress's problem, but I bet they don't do anything about it. It'll be our job too. And take too long to uncover the Venatori plot here, at least. Pretty sure I just backflipped up Solus's forehead. Keep moving through this cave. Something else on the left side. More Lazarite, yoink. I definitely won't be filling that requisition for Lazarite, that's not gonna happen. Need a mage for this. Did he just despawn when I went up the ramp? Where the hell did he go? Oh, I see. Game down yonder. Oh, he's chasing a Fennec. That's not my problem. Research supplies. Package label. Property of Frederick of Sorol, University of Olay, Nazar's past research camp.
Stolen supplies? Who in the world would send anything out here?
What happened here? Whoever did this has a lot to answer for.
Well, my money's on the red ones. Dorian just keeps finding himself in situations where he takes a shitload of damage. Where are we? We can go back here for another quest.
What are the odds that all these people
That's a
just
quarry.
happen to die here?
Yeah, that one is a quarry. This one is a follow the trail quest. Old Chantry trail signs. The Chantry used these symbols long ago to mark trails to hidden locations. They are often mistaken by passers-by as simple carvings in the rock and trees.
A chantry symbol out here. Odd.
We got a way to get up here. Can I just be cheeky and back up? Almost. We could just run up here. I was just trying to save time. Are they quillbacks? Yes, they are. Okay. This is the thing we need for our specialization. Thank God Cass is doing good on aggro management this time. More distance on that, just in case. As you can see, it's a beefy enemy. Trying to give him the work before it becomes a problem. He knocked me down. Could be... No, never mind. He has a massive health pool. I was going to say we might be able to get the Alpha dead there, but it doesn't look like that's going to work. Put that down in case he decides to come back this ways. We got the Alpha dead. Yeah, the little ones can drop it too. It's not just the Alpha, so we got a decent chance at a bunch of them here. Let me help you with this, Cassandra. Almost done with this. Whoa, the way she held aggro there is a really positive sign. Alpha Quillback Spines. 1 out of 3. And his minions did not drop a single thing for me. Which is unfortunate. Oh, we got a quarry too. This should be 2 out of 3. Yep. 2 out of 3 for the superior tower upgrade. That's just a brief story of somebody trying to build a big stone relief of Andraste here in the desert. It obviously didn't go well since it's not here. And there's a skeleton in there with a journal. Can you imagine how that endeavor ended? Part of me wants to just fast travel back, but I think it would work out better if we just go back down the path we came, right? Because if we just run it down here, then we can circle back and come the way. Because this is a good way for the Chantry trail signs. I don't want to lose where I'm at. I think we can just straight up go around this cliff face here anyways. If I hadn't have seen the Alpha Quillbacks, I would have just done this period. So, let's see if I can or if I'm doomed. That's the rift. Where's the Red Lyrium? Is there like a cave entrance here for that? Cassandra, please. That's a lot of damage coming from these. Caltrops on every enemy on the battlefield. Like this while they're all stunned. All my mages are doing that annoying thing again where they all stand in the middle of every enemy on the battlefield. That one turned into a shit show. You're okay, Solos. We can go back to camp soon. You got this, buddy. I imagine that's the Red Lyrium cave.
None of this should be here.
Perhaps not, actually. This is not the Red Lyrium Cave. But where is that Red Lyrium stone? Must be this cave, right? Sandrock mine. Would have to be. Take care of our level up here in a second. Is that Cassandra? No, that was Stonefist. I thought she like flew down the mountain to attack that thing. I know it's somewhere down here. Oh, cave entrance up here. Doesn't look like, at least. Maybe I just missed an exit to the cave that I should have taken. Maybe it wraps around from the inside. Ah, yeah, it's a totally different cave. I skipped over the second cave. That's what happened. It's this one. This is where we should have been. I'll take care of these while I'm here because it's right at the start of the area. I would have to come back awkwardly if I didn't.
Responsible for this?
Mosaic piece. Scrolled note. Lewis. S says get the Templars whatever they want. No questions asked. So stop asking. They want refugees and travelers. We get them. Marius. Doesn't let you click, just shoot it with an explosive arrow. Okay, so that's the Red Lyrium taken care of in this place, I think. Was there any more? The Chantry Trail. Unfinished business. Memories of the Grey. And our next camp is all the way up there, but that's on the other side of this locked door. And that's the temple, so we need to swing up and get to that camp. Man, this place is pretty, and definitely was not delirious to see a dragon here. You can report that back to Scout Harden. He definitely was not seeing shit. The dragon thing in this game is so cool. And the areas are beautiful too.
The trail leads on.
Indeed it does. Where does the trail lead to? Right there. Oh, there's a logging stand and some stuff that I want down in this ditch, so... Is that a Quillback? I believe it is. I'll try to get that before he gets out of our distance and despawns. Even is a Quillback. It's not a Quillback. Oh, fine. Okay. Look around this lake real quick. There is a cave, which we have full access to. Okay. Let's climb this first and get this landmark, and then I'll drop back down. Oh, the landmark's just right here anyway. Perfect. Or the Inquisition. Totally meant the Blood Lotus, not the Spindle Leaf, but I don't care enough to stick around to get the other one. Yeah, I think this will hopefully lead us back to our other landmark that I want to claim. Yeah, it does. And a mosaic piece. Very cool. The Archdemon. Lost Idol. The relief carvings on the slab depict worshippers of Razikael, old god of mysteries, engaged in a religious ceremony. Yeah, Razikael, or Razikael, or Razikael? I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's one of the old gods. That's an Archdemon. I think Razikael is already dead, but I could be wrong on that. Faded Journal. We know they were here. They put up those awful statues of Andraste, looking snobbish everywhere they go. Not much of a secret location. We know they found a way to reverse tranquility, but so far, nothing we've uncovered has told us how they did it. I hate that statue. She just keeps sneering at me. Honestly, if you get so pressed by a religious idol being in your presence, you might have psychological issues. If the symbol of the chantry can affect your mentality that hard in a negative way, then you might have some problems. You already abandoned the circle. What does it matter if the statue is looking at you? Not sentient. What was that camp? The camp is in this direction. We'll go get the first camp so we have a foothold in this area, and then we'll wrap the episode up. I'll take care of the level up next time, I think. And with a bit of luck, we'll find some Quillbacks in the desert somewhere. Speed this up, we'll get on a mount. I know I don't use it much, but it's because I like using the search function so I don't miss any materials. But for the sake of time, I'll do it. Plus this thing is cool. The Dracolisks actually fit the desert aesthetic really, really good. This doesn't look good. The hell is this?
Turn back! This is madness!
Yeah, no shit.
Someone at Skyhold will have a solution.
I don't know what creates that, but we're gonna walk away from it. Phoenix. I don't know what I would expect a phoenix to look like. But as Cassandra so eloquently put, it is dead. You can be dramatic. We're not even standing there. As he's inhaling like poison fog because I walked close and I'm telling him not to be dramatic. For real though, like you're not in it, that's fine. Walk it off. Alright, since we're not going that way anytime soon. Paragons, that's Paragons there. Let's just work on getting this camp. What we need. Up. Well, I found the Astrarium cave for whenever we get the Astrariums. That's where that's gonna spawn in. Venatori or a White Claw? You look like a Venatori to me.
We should search the area.
So when you come on out of your frost. I think all those throwing knives just bounced off him. I think everything is bouncing off him. This foot shield is going hard. And bounce this. Oh, Dorian. Well, I guess I'll follow him so I don't lose his loot. Darkened Samite. That's a pretty good material, actually. There is something to collect up to there, but let's just get at camp and wrap the episode.
A place to set up camp, perhaps.
Hyena. Get everybody healed up and rocking and rolling. Alright, that is where I'm going to wrap this one on up. We can figure out what we're doing next at the start of the next episode. So thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment on your way out. And I will see you soon with more Dragon Age Inquisition. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.